So I didn't have to come here and deal with y'all? I could have been in Hopkins?
No, he would have given you the notice, no? But you still have to come here to take it
What
out.
notice are they talking about? How would I have gotten a notice? How
A
would
paper, you got paper
Where
stating
does
that.
the paper come from? I don't know what paper she's talking about. Where would that paper have gone to? You know what I'm saying?
They got a paper.
You could have received something like this, eh?
But where is it sent to, though? Just dealt with the post office. Thank you, Mommy, for my package. In case you don't know, if you have something mailed through the post office, you have to pay duty on it. They will go through it, your package. So be ready for that. It's the business part of Belize that is most challenging. We're used to why? Where are the rates? Who said this? How do you determine this? Who's in charge? The person in charge may not be there. Where's the manager? The manager you may have to call on the phone. You may have to wait. And it may be different prices for different people, different rules for different people. Who knows? That's the way it is. But who cares when you're in paradise, right? Greetings. Welcome back to my channel. This is Spine and Shine. I am Sandra Roberts, the Sangoddess, and here at Spine and Shine, we're encouraging Black women to live their organic truth, to stand up in it without apologies. We're doing that using healing, spirituality, and history to become more self-aware. So I'm in Dangriga. So I figured I'd chat with you, change the scenery from Hopkins. The water's still here. The energy is different. It's like a 40-minute ride on the bus. Where did this need for fat asses? When did that happen for us? Where we have now decided we will risk our lives, sacrifice our children because we won't be there if we die, over some ass. Is it because we think our clothes are gonna fit better? You get more attention? Is it related to something you do? Guy that you're with, you see the women he pays attention to on his social platforms. I'm trying to think of all the reasons. I see sisters with asses that make me look too like, damn, now that's an ass. But people say, oh, you got an ass. I don't think my ass is fat. So everything's relative. See, you can't see it from the back anyway. I'm not judging people showing their ass. I commend women who feel comfortable in their bodies enough to show their bodies. That's not what I'm talking about. I wish I felt more comfortable in showing my body. Or showing your body wasn't always ladylike, at least not publicly. You would judge differently. She's fast if you flaunt it. Women look at other women just as much as brothers look at women. Straight women look at women. Women pay attention to hair, dress, clothes, booty, titties. We pay attention to that. You admire the sister's beauty just as well as the next brother. I get a lot of attention, but it's not because I need the attention. I need you to look at me. I remember when I was coming up, my mom and I would go to the makeup counter and I would start crying if they gave me a compliment. I don't know why. Like, some of you may have children like that. If they get too much attention or somebody compliments, oh, she's so cute. I'm just accustomed to giving other women the space. That's why I don't like groups. Groups of women get together. It almost, not all the time, like, let's see who's going to get the most attention. It becomes a competition among us, not because we don't like each other, maybe very close, but it's still something about who's going to get the most attention. Like, if they dancing and they doing a lot of wild shit, you know, I give them that space to do that. That doesn't mean that I'm going to get out there and dance and compete and shake my ass because you shaking your ass. If there's a cute guy in the room and, you know, it's like he's trying to choose which one of us, you know, sis, you can have him, because if he got to think that hard, then that ain't for me. I'm not going to try to convince him or put on a show to see which one he going to choose. That type of shit right there irritates the fuck out of me. When we get in that pick me. I don't even think it's about the men. I think it's just about the competition we have oftentimes among each other. We don't even want them. We don't even want the man. It's just, oh, he gave me more attention than her. Oh, they looked at me. They were more engaging with me. It ain't even about him. I don't want any parts of that. I don't do a lot of flaunting, displaying of body parts. I mind my body when I'm at home, in the mirror. I mean, I'm old school. You know what they say? Lady in the streets. You know. Plus I'm a Pisces, so we have that image to uphold. But you know, if you know. Here's the other thing. It kind of reminds me of hip-hop. You know, when the women in hip-hop, early hip-hop came out, they dressed with the baggy clothes on because they were in an industry that was male-dominated. The same thing kind of happened with me in the whole cultural set. When you were in conscious circles, Brothers in the Nation, Hebrew Israelites, Pan-Africanism, those sets were often male-dominated. And I was among those groups of people who want to be taken seriously for what I'm saying. I'm around a bunch of brothers, and I want them to see me. If it's about revolution, it's about talking to our people, if it's about studying and reading, brother, I want you to see that I study too. I like to be heard, and it's seen as a distraction too often. Yes, I want to be told that I'm beautiful. I love that. But if I'm talking to you and communicating with you, I'm sharing something with you, I'm creating something, you don't have shit to say, that's more important to me than how I look. How I look, yes, that's wonderful. But I'm into how I think. What I create is more important. And you valuing and respecting that. For me, that's my organic truth. I'm only telling you my truth is that I like to be taken seriously for what I say and what I think. It's about the discipline. Even a man that you know is watching ass all the time, that's all he's into. I don't even know why that would be attractive. It would be a turnoff. It is a turnoff for me. For a man who is only moved by physical traits, by ass, that means, you're going to always be distracted. Why should I go get some ass, keep a man, if that's something that fades anyway? I'm going to risk my life for something that's temporary. Women say they do it for themselves. They want to feel better about themselves. Everybody's going to do what they want to do, ultimately. All we can do is understand why we do what we do so we can communicate in peace, respect each other's decisions. There's nothing more romantic than having somebody stare you in your eyes, sis. It's the intimacy. Does having a fat ass get you intimacy? Sex and intimacy are two separate things. So yes, I want to be considered beautiful and attractive and sexy. But if there's no intimacy, I want somebody who on my I'm somebody on my priceless. Why are we risking our lives to get fat asses? Who has convinced us that we need them? Is it for you? It's society, man, job, social platforms. What is it about? Again, this is not about you not showing your assets, being comfortable in your skin and flaunting your body. I've said this more than once. I wish I could. Some booty shorts on and twerk.
I actually made posts about this in my blog, Sangoddessspeaks.com. Check it out, www.sangoddessspeaks.com. I haven't updated it for a while, but there are several posts on there that you might find interesting.
I'm not even talking about that, so don't twist it. And don't come on here talking about, well, she must have a flat ass. I like my ass. I think I'm good on the ass.
Yes,
Look at the screen.
that's mine. And
And
I'm going to stick beside him.
that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm going to stick beside him.
That's my ass. So this isn't about hating sisters with ass. This is about understanding those who are risking their lives and leaving their children here to be motherless, or getting fake asses, or getting ass implants, or, I want to be politically correct because now I see that there's a political way to talk about even getting ass. So I don't want to offend anybody. I just want to know. Sorry, I'm sweaty. I'm talking to you on my walk because I wanted to bring some closure to the conversation. I wouldn't be me if I didn't be honest, okay? And that is, what we do, yes, is our business. It's a choice we make. All things are a choice. I was talking to one sister friend of mine, and we had the conversation because I asked her. She recently had a surgery. Of course, I was against it. I wouldn't support it. I was even afraid to look. I met with her before coming to Belize, and I made sure I saw her before her surgery because I wanted to remember the beautiful person in her natural body. Not to say she wasn't going to be beautiful afterwards, but I've never seen anything wrong. Of course, it's not what I think. It's what she feels about herself. I talked with her, and she explained that, the same thing that she told, her husband, that everything's a risk. Everything we do is a risk. We make a choice. Some people choose different risks than others. True that. I agree with that. But here's what I want to say to those of you who have influence among younger women, any woman who looks up to you. I, for one, wouldn't take you seriously if you had had surgery. I'm speaking for me. I just wouldn't take you seriously. I see it as an alteration, invasion, something cosmetic that is totally unnecessary, invasive, and risky, changing your body parts. To me, it questions so many things about your character. Yes, everything's a risk. Everything's a risk. Something cosmetic is quite different from something that is life or death, that is, I'm going to die if I don't get this particular surgery, or I won't live as well or as long if I don't get this particular procedure. Cosmetic surgery is quite different. It's viewed differently. Many people say it's based on self-esteem, that everybody's unhappy with something. But that's part of why we are here, to deal with and to find out what our shit is, how we're gonna get comfortable with feeling good about who we are and rolling through this journey without killing ourselves, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I know the difference between now the ass shots and how they would inflate things before that wasn't healthy, and now they're using your own body cells. Look, and many of you talk about God makes no mistakes. If God makes no mistakes, the cells that were put somewhere else will put somewhere else. Now, if you want to shape it, you shape it by working out. That's how you shape it, because even when you get the shit, you still gonna have to shape it. You still back to Mother Nature telling you, girl, that didn't help. We still here. We still coming back. It's just like fibroids. You get surgery, you have them removed, you start eating the wrong shit again, they come back. The surgery does not necessarily relieve anything unless you change your diet, your nutrition, unless you change your habits. And even that isn't guaranteed, but you have a better chance. That's my opinion. I'm sure some of you will give yours now. I think it's too risky, and I think it's a risk that we don't need to take, especially in the midst of this whole pandemic. The risk of even doing anything with your body at a time when we don't even know what's going on. Which organs are being sacrificed, which organs are being sold. That sounds crazy. That becomes like a conspiracy theory for believing that someone will kill us on purpose to take our organs, to take our wombs. Ass is a muscle. Glutes are a muscle. You exercise your muscle. Just like we tell men, all their thoughts and everything is in their penis. Somehow we have reduced ourselves to just our ass.
Yes,
Look at the screen.
that's mine. And
And
I'm gonna stick beside him.
that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
I'm gonna stick with that back there. And I suggest, if you're thinking about this and you're unsure, I think you should stick with what you got. There are lots of videos, people talking about their journey. It's become a trend. It's become a movement. So if y'all gonna have a movement, then the natural girls got to have a movement too. We got to balance the narrative, because we don't want all girls thinking that they got to get some ass for whatever reason. And get your head out your ass. Let me get out for this rain start. You know what? I should welcome the rain, because I need to shampoo my hair anyway. Y'all, thank you for joining me in this video. Appreciate you. For those who can tolerate who I am and what I bring, you hit that subscribe button, notification button, so you know when I'm uploading videos. Like or dislike. This is my organic truth. Like it or dislike it. I'm gonna love you through it all, because I do. I don't even know you, but I know you loving yourself is gonna make the world better. Because when we don't love ourselves, that's when we do. I want to end it by saying that I hope you understand where I'm coming from and that you don't take this personally. I do understand that we all have choices. We're grown. We do what we want to do. Everything that we do in life is a risk and a choice. This is out of love. It's not out of judgment. That's all. So thanks for joining. This has been Spine and Shine. Hit that notification button. Hit the subscribe button. Next video is going to be what Black women need to be prepared for if they do choose to come to Belize. I've done a video on why you can come to relax. Some things kick in after a month and a half. I still love it, of course. But there are some adjustments that you'll have to make, especially if you decide to come and stay for a period of time. So I think the next video I'm going to do is a list of things that you need to be prepared for in case you decide to visit or to stay long. Look out for that video. Till next time, y'all. Peace. Peace. Peace, y'all.